Hey, Vinyl Community, Jeff here, and it has been a long weekend. I had a lot going on this past weekend. But one thing I did do, which I'm glad I caught on to this at the last minute because I was out of touch, but because I've been so busy last week, I was missing that people were commenting about this Walmart thing. And I know I took advantage of it last year, but it was a little different this year, it seems. And if you weren't familiar and if you missed it, I'm sorry. If you don't have a Walmart in your area, I'm sorry. But I guess I remember last year Walmart had that $15 sale, and they had like a select amount of albums. It was in the middle of the store, and it was about 20 albums, 15, 20 albums, select titles that were $15. Well, I kept seeing people saying that they are doing the $15 sale again, and I went to Walmart. So I didn't find this out until right before the weekend, and I was really busy. But I think it was Friday. So it ended yesterday, Sunday. Friday I got out and I told my wife, let's stop at Walmart. I want to go check some out. So I went in there and, there's nothing anywhere about any sale. So I asked the lady, can you tell me, assuming like last year, can you tell me where their section is for the $15 albums? And she was baffled. She didn't know. She said, I don't know. Maybe they all are. And I'm like, well, whatever. So she grabbed a couple that were close by the register. And some of them were like, I don't even know what it was. One of them was like $49. It was somebody's greatest hits or something. And she rang it up and it was 15. And she rang up another, it was 15. She rang up another. So it appeared they were all 15. She said, well, just go grab what you want and then come back and we'll check them. So I went over and grabbed some. And at that particular Walmart, they only had the albums I got, which I'm not even showing today because I'm going to break this up. I did get a big batch. I'm going to show the newer releases versus some of the what I would call just whole fillers or, worth buying for $15. So I picked up some, brought them over to her, and they were all $15. The double records, whatever, they were all $15. Now, obviously the one that would have been the nice one to have, which people were showing online, is the Iron Maiden's Number the Beast back with the, Live at Hammersmith triple album set, which is like $60, would have been 15. None of my stores had that. I really wanted the Dio remix of, Holy Diver. None of the stores had that. So there were a bunch of key albums that would have been nice to find. But anyway, so I hit a store Friday, picked up a couple, which I'll show later. And then I went back the next day, Saturday. We had to stop somewhere to pick up some. I said, well, let's swing by Walmart and pick that up. And I found a bunch of other stuff. So most of that is now. Later that night, Sunday, actually the day of, I went to another Walmart. And so some of these are 3 different trips on 3 different days to 3 different Walmarts. The biggest to me, which is a new release, was great to see there, was the fact that they had the Creatures of the Night, the Half Master that just came out, 40th. Is this the 40th 40th anniversary or whatever? Now, I was debating with myself because this is a single album and, there's a triple version that has bonus tracks. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll pick that up. But I never have had the ability to find a decent priced copy of the original, of Creatures of the Night. Even though it came out in 2014, it seemed like that was out of print, hard to find. I heard that, well, I guess they didn't reprint them recently. But anyway, so I have the Brazilian copy with, Vinnie Vincent on it and stuff. So this is my first official copy. Half Speed Master, which, I'm not sure I hear a big difference, but this was, I'm like, yes! I didn't even think Walmart would have that, and boom, there it was. I think that just came out last week, right? Or was it the week before? Anyway, kept looking, was excited to find this. This is the new remixed and remastered edition of, and it's so shiny, When Angels and Serpents Dance by POD. This is actually an album from like 2008 or so. Released on double record set, remixed, tweaked and everything. I love the album, so it was great to finally, and these did come out on vinyl a while back, but they are really expensive. There are multiple colors out there. These are the red ones. There have been, I think there may even be some gold ones. I don't know. There's been some, I saw ones, I think the ones on Amazon were gold. But anyway, this set itself runs in the mid-30s. So yeah, it's more than half price. Was glad to get that. This one's been on my wish list, of course, but have just whatever. That's a new Ozzy. 2 album set, $15. I'm not going to pass on that. So I've been enjoying this album digitally, and so it's been great to find that there. And it's kind of on a nice smoky looking. It's kind of hard to see the marbled, effecty, weird looking thing there. What do they call that? They call that metallic gold. Okay, well, when you look through it, you can see light through it. It looks more marbly, but I guess it's just the various colors. So yes, the new Ozzy album, great stuff. And then I decided, okay, you know, for $15, I'm going to take a chance on what I would call new bands. New bands are any bands that come out in the past 20 years that I probably never bought a record by. So I picked up some of these, and some of these bands I like, some of them I've enjoyed digitally. I just don't own anything by them, so I picked up the new one by Halestorm. I have listened to this online, and I have had in my hands many Halestorm albums. I think I have everything. I own everything digitally, but have never bought physical products. So I thought, for there it is. It's there, and it is $15. So I'm gonna grab it. I believe it's just on black. There's nothing special there. So that was let's buy something, you know, at the discounted price to get. And the same with the new Disturbed album. I'm pretty sure I have everything by them digitally. Love their stuff. Love their sound. Just never purchased any physical products by them. So when I saw that, I grabbed that. Kind of a gold also. So yes, wanted to get one of those. Never owned anything by this band. Totally was one of those turned off by most 90s stuff, but I picked up the Pearl Jam Greatest Hits. Now this is Greatest Hits Volume 2. I remember seeing Volume 1 there a long time ago. I really wish they had both, because now I feel like I have to go back and get Volume 1. There are some hits on here that I kind of know, but I'm sure there's a lot of the lesser known, to me, Pearl Jam songs. But a 2-record set, $15. I wasn't going to pass up on that. And while I have appreciated this band's music, the songs that I've heard on the radio, this is one of those bands I'm like, I should buy their stuff, because they are a modern hard rock band that have, you know, a good sound. And that's the new Shinedown album. So now this will be my first journey into an actual full album by them, and not just hearing, you know, I've heard all the singles over the past, whatever, they've been around for a while, a decade or more. So yeah, great stuff. Double record set, again, $15. I didn't want to pass on that, and these are red too also. So gatefold and everything. So yeah, I'm sorry if you missed it. This was, I almost missed it. I didn't learn about it till Friday, you know, and I really wish I could have found some of those really hot items, the higher price ones. Last year, people were showing the sale, and some of the stores were doing, was it last year? I think it was last year, or the year before. Last year, I think it was. They were going to Walmart, and some of the Walmarts had all their records, all records for $15, whereas like in my area, it was just these select titles. And they had the Ozzy and the Journey and some of that stuff like that. But people were buying the Beatles box sets, the $80 box sets, $15. I'm like scrounging around my Walmarts looking to see if any of them still had that box set sitting around. Anything that was like really exuberantly priced. That's why I was surprised that one album that one lady rang up, it was like $49. Most of these are in the just under 40 for the most part for double records, or just under 30. So they're all basically half or better, 50% off or better. So yeah, I didn't find any of those bigger ones though, the Iron Maidens and stuff. So great stuff. That's all for now. I do have a second batch I'm going to do just to keep the video shorter. Thanks for watching. Rock on and rock hard.